Lesson 5, Scale Diagrams. So scale is the ratio of a measurement on a diagram to the corresponding distance on a shape or object represented by the diagram. So you got something bigger or something smaller and a diagram of it. So whenever you set up a scale factor, it's going to be the scale size over the actual size. So we just have to keep that in mind when we're doing all of these questions. Okay, example 1. You're drawing a scale diagram of a room that is 20 meters by 15 meters in length. And then there's a bed that is 2 meters by 3 meters. Draw to a scale of 1 meter is 500 meters. So our scale size is 1 and our actual size is 500. So what we're going to do is we're going to convert all the lengths. So we use the scale 1 meter over 500 meters. And our first one is 20 meters. And we know that's the actual size, so we put it on the bottom. X on the top. Now we're going to cross multiply and divide, so we have 20 meters divided by 500. And you should get, as a decimal, 0.04. Now, it's harder for us to understand what 0.04 meters are, so we're going to convert the meters to centimeters. And we know that 1 meter is 100 centimeters. So, to convert that, we know 100 centimeters is 1 meter. And we know to set it up in this way because we want the meters to cancel each other out. So what we're going to do is we're going to multiply. So 0.04 times 100 is 4 centimeters. So I'll just make a little list on the side. 20 meters is equal to 4 centimeters. Now we're going to convert the other values. So 1 meter over 500 meters is equal to x over 15 meters. Cross multiply, divide down, so 15 meters divided by 100 meters. 500 meters, sorry. And you should get 0.03. And now we're going to convert again. So 0.03 meters times 100 centimeters over 1 meter. Cancel out the meters, and you get 3 centimeters. So 15 meters equals 3 centimeters. Now we only have 2 left. We want to find the bed. So 1 meter over 500 meters is equal to x over 2 meters. So cross multiply, 2 times 1 is 2, divided by 500, and we should get 0.004 meters. To turn this into centimeters, we're going to multiply by 100 centimeters over 1 meter. Cancel, and you get 0.4 centimeters. So 2 meters is equal to 0.4 centimeters. And the last one, 1 meter over 500 meters is equal to x over 3 meters. So cross multiply and divide, we will get 3 over 500. And if you divide that, you should get 0.006 meters. Now we're going to convert it to centimeters, so we're going to multiply by 100 centimeters over 1 meter, cancel out the meters, and you get 0.6 centimeters. So 3 meters equals 0.6 centimeters. Okay, now we're going to draw it. So the first length we know is 4 centimeters. So on your ruler, you're going to draw a line that is 4 centimeters long. Then we know that up and down, it's 3 centimeters. So we're going to draw a line that's 3 centimeters long. On both sides. Oops. And now we'll draw the bottom. Oops. And again, 4 centimeters long. Be accurate with your rulers. I'm being accurate as I can be on an iPad, which is not very accurate. So this is our room. So now you want to label 20 meters and 15 meters. Label all your lengths. Now we want to draw the bed. So it doesn't matter where you draw it, just somewhere in the room. And we know that it is 3 meters by 2 meters. So 0.4 and 0.6. And it doesn't matter which way you draw it, it's up to you. But remember that 0.4 centimeters is 4 of the little ticks, so it's 4 millimeters. So you're going to draw your line. Very little. So that was 0.4. Now I'm going to do 0.6. So just over half. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And on the bottom again. And this little one's hard for me. Okay. And remember to label it. So this was 2 meters and this was 3 meters. And always the last thing you should do is write your scale. So 1 meter to 500 meters. So you should draw it out. It looks something like this. This is the one that I drew in the lesson. So it should look something more closely like this. Straight lines, measured accurately. I should be able to go in with a ruler and check everything. Okay, example 2. You have made a design that needs to be used on clothing. The scale factor is going to be 5/3. What will the lengths of the enlarged logo be? So first we have to measure all of the lengths in the arrow. So if you take your ruler out, you should measure very closely, and you should get 2.3, 0.8, 2.2, and 1.5. So those are all, that's easier to see. If you measure with the ruler, which I want you to do, make sure you get all of those lengths. Measure as precisely as possible. Now what we're going to do is we're going to convert them all. So this is our scale factor, 5/3. We know that we're enlarging things. So this is actually our actual size, because our scale drawing is going to be bigger than the actual. So when we put our actual values in, they're going to go on the bottom. So 1.5 would go on the bottom. We want to solve for the scale, which is the enlarged. So if you cross multiply and divide, so 1.5 times 5 divided by 3, you should get 2.5. Now we'll do the next one. 5/3 equals x over 2.3. So 2.3 times 5 divided by 3 is 3.83. 5 over 3 equals x over 0.8. So 0.8 times 5 divided by 3 is equal to 1.3. And the last one, 5 over 3 is equal to x over 2.2. 2.2 multiplied by 5 divided by 3 is 3.7. So we're going to measure this. Now we're going to measure the length of the arrow. So up and down is 1.5, so we're going to do 2.5 centimeters. So draw 2.5. Now we need to do the length going across, which is 3.83, so about 3.9. So draw that going this way, and you can do that on the top as well as the bottom. Now we have to go up and down. So up and down, we're going 1.3. So draw your line up here. And below, and remember your drawing's going to be more precise than mine. Now we're going to draw on the angle. And I can't do that with my ruler, so you're going to draw going down 3.7. So measure this length and measure this length to be 3.7. So that's what it should look like once you enlarge the image. And example 3, the diameter of an animal cell is drawn on a scale of 3.5 centimeters. The actual size of an animal cell is 0.25 millimeters. So we want to find the scale factor. So we're going to do the scale size over the actual size. And we know our scale size is 3.5 centimeters and the actual size is 0.25 millimeters. And divide the top by the bottom and you should get 14 centimeters for every millimeter. So this is actually an enlargement. And that's how you find the scale factor.